making your way in the world today. You really need a pod. Why don't you put your headphones in and give this one a shot? Wouldn't you like to just listen away and go to a place where everybody knows who you are? Listen to two guys BrewHaha, Cold Street Brewery and Full Buddy Cast, two of the greatest names. Why don't you go and listen to this episode? All right, everyone, thanks so much for listening to another episode of Full Buddy Cast presents BrewHaha with Cold Street Brewery, 1627 Cold Street, and also 1510 or something. What is that? What?
You'll cut this up?
Yeah, what's
2551.
2551. I knew there was
Sweet R and S.
fives or whatever. Sean just looked at his shirt. The dude.
Well, you said you could cut. You could cut
I'm
the fuzz out.
I'm the same. Yeah.
Can you cut this fuzz?
I'm the same way though. I'm the same way. I look like Austin Powers my shirt off. You look like a forest.
Yep.
Isn't it funny? Isn't it funny? I noticed this one year when I don't know if how you were when you were a teenager, but you get acne and stuff. It kind of starts at your forehead, and then it starts to like kind of go down to your cheeks, and then it goes down to your neck, and it kind of then it kind of goes away when you're a teenager, right? The same thing with my hair. Like my hair has like fallen off here, and then it's like kind of traveled down to where
it starts growing.
It starts growing everywhere else,
random places.
Yeah, it's the weirdest thing. It freaking sucks.
Pretty soon it's going to start coming out of your ears,
dude. And I've been plucking them. Anyway, everyone, thanks so much for listening to BrewHaha. Appreciate you guys. Come down to 1627 Cole Street and also 25910442445.
No,
Cole Street
2551.
2551
Cole Street.
2551. I can remember
2551 Cole Street. Sweet R and S.
Sweet R and S.
You have to pull in. It's all in the back, on the left.
That's what you got to do. But same beers are there, right?
Yep. We're gonna do when we do our summer shorts, which it's coming to the end of summer shorts.
Sure.
But when we do our summer shorts, they'll be down there.
Down at the old new.
Yep.
Meaning the brewing area, not the Courier Herald curing area.
Now you're making it all weird.
I know.
At the brewery where we brew. Yes.
You did take
where
your shirt
we've
off
always
though,
done
for a
our
little bit, so I think that was awkward.
Where we've always done our summer shorts.
All right, and you know what? Is it fast? Is it fast service there? Right.
Sure.
So you said summer shorts. You could probably change that to summer speedos.
No, summer shorts is like a beer series.
Oh, okay.
It's
like special limited edition. Summer shorts. I like it. All right. This, last episode we kind of hemmed and hawed. We talked for a while, caught up. It's been busy. We've been crazy. Appreciate you guys listening. But today we've actually got a little bit of a job interview planned for us. We've got to ask one of the beer tenders here named Trevor. You guys listened to him towards the end of last week's episode. And if you haven't listened, hit pause right now. Go back and listen. Come back to this. All right. So anyway, we've got Trevor down here, beer tender since,
I don't know, like
he knows, not you.
Ago?
A month ago.
When this releases, about a month. Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Right?
Yeah. So about a month ago, you were born and raised in Enumclaw.
Yep.
You shouted out your grandpa last week, who was
82.
Been around here since before, like
the family.
82, man. Let's do the math. 20. I mean, that's 80. Almost. Okay,
it's almost 80 years.
That's
like
1930. That's like 1930 something.
He was born in 1939, so shortly after that.
Yeah, so 1940 something.
Yeah,
it was close. Anyway, that's crazy. He, as a kid, lived through the World War II. I'm in a house. It's an old house built in like 1910. Okay, it's been a while. Anyway, I know I threw that out there. And I used to live in a house that was built in like the 30s as well. Anyway, I thought to myself, like, you ever watch that? You don't know. You're too young for this. Billy Joel had a song, "We Didn't Start the Fire." We didn't start. Okay, they had a music video. You can watch it now on YouTube. It's kind of grainy because it doesn't have the HD. Anyways, it's got like where the 50s and the 60s and the 70s and the 80s. And I was like, man, if my house sang "We Didn't Start the Fire," like, I was thinking of all the people when you get around Christmas time, the decorations go up. You think of like all the previous Christmases for the past like almost 100 years. and what the decorations were like, and what the different things that were going on with it. It was intense. It was like, to me, it was like mind blowing that there was someone celebrating Christmas in 1950s. They didn't have internet. They didn't have a color TV. Anyway, it's crazy for me. But this isn't about my job interview. This is about me. Are you looking it up right now? Because I'll get kicked off of YouTube if you do.
What?
I can't. You can sample that for like 3 seconds.
Oh, I know the song.
Okay, that's good. All right, we need to do our own Enumclaw one, where it's we didn't. What would it be? We didn't start.
We didn't start the.
I don't know.
We didn't start the tractor.
We didn't start. Oh, we
There we
didn't
go.
start the tractor. That's good. Very good.
We didn't touch
Sean.
the horse.
Sean. Okay, yeah, that'd be one of the lyrics.
Somebody from the wing.
Yeah, I mean 2010 exec in their net horse sex and.
Yes. Move on.
All right. Anyway, that's the jizz and jazz of the episode. So. Back to you, Trevor.
Yes.
I've got a few questions. Sean has a few questions. We ask every beer tender this, and I want you to be very comfortable in this conversation. Okay, it's a safe space. Picture us as like an HR.
No, don't feel comfortable.
No, don't
Feel
feel
nervous.
You might lose your job, is what I'm saying. But I mean, at the same time,
Let's see what happens.
you'll probably keep your job. So we're gonna go straight for it right off the bat. What's your favorite beer? And you know what? What's your favorite? We're going to do 2 different ones, okay? What's your favorite, like, you go to the grocery store, grab it, and then what's your favorite Cole Street beer?
It's kind of tough with the Cole Street beer.
Oh, they're all good.
Oh no,
It's-
it's kind of tough.
I had the strawberry blonde earlier,
Ooh, okay.
which
all
is one
right.
of my favorites.
Interesting.
So we're
All right.
talking today. He's not talking like long term.
Long term.
today.
The strawberry blonde. I also like that margarita beer.
Did you have that today, too?
Not today.
Okay.
No.
All right. Well, he gets some points for that. All right.
Yeah, no margarita beer for me today. Also, another IPA was probably my favorite.
Another IPA. Very good.
Yeah.
I do agree with that. I like the IPAs down there at Cole Street. What's your favorite? When you go to the grocery store, it's closed. No, it's 11 p.m. No, it's 12 p.m. and you got to buy some beer and you didn't get a growler in time. And you're going to the grocery store, what are you grabbing?
More than likely, I'm grabbing whiskey.
If the sun's down, the brown comes out.
But
Yeah, you know what? Okay.
if I'm
That's
being honest
it's
here,
a very safe answer. Very good, safe answer.
It is.
Is it the
But if you have a day off,
Pursuits,
and you're
though?
going,
Is it Pursuits Distillery? No, I'm kidding.
if you have the day off and you're hitting the lake,
Hitting the
what
lake.
are
Yeah,
what are
you
getting?
can't get the growler. You can't go to Cold Stream. Oh my gosh, you wish you could, but you can't. What is it?
there's this mango beer I got on. I can't remember the name of it, but it happens to be one of my favorite that I can only find at QFC.
Do we know what that one is?
It's a yellow can.
There's like Trade Route used to do one, but Mango Cart. Oh yeah, Mango
Yep.
Cart from Golden Road,
Yep.
which is owned by Budweiser.
So I can't drink it anymore.
Golden Road, love Golden Road. Actually,
I can't drink it anymore.
So look up this. There's a YouTube video. I can't remember her name, but the head brewer is a female, and when she got purchased by Budweiser, they did an interview with a Budweiser exec and her, and then some interview person, and she legit sits there, and at first you didn't notice it. You see her kind of sipping. But then she made it like very apparent, like she downed that beer. She downed the beer next to her like 4 times, maybe 5 times.
Wow. So she knows.
She bottomed up it because she was pissed because there was 3 owners and 2 of them said, yes, we vote to get bought by Budweiser. And she said, no, I do not like this. And she was pissed that she was the front, the front woman.
Wow.
And she was pissed that she had to be in that interview when she did not. So I love her beer. She makes amazing beer, but there is a reason why Budweiser bought them
It's
out.
good stuff. So here's the thing. I am going to pivot
Okay.
friend style. Pivot over to you, Sean. Usually you make up things. Hey, if you were to jump off a 100-foot, cliff into the water, how much money would it take, kind of a thing. We're not doing that here. What we're doing here, though, is if Budweiser came to you today, and they said, we love Cole Street beer, it's good stuff. They give you the spiel. They got their men and you're 1 million. He's saying 1 million. He's got the middle finger up, counting the one. Would you like, listen, buddy?
I've had so many people that bring that up. They're like, oh, you wouldn't, there's no way you could turn it down. Like 100%. Like I'm grounded in this town. This is my town. There's no way.
$3 trillion.
That company coming into this town. Just,
$3 trillion.
First of all, there's no reason why they'd even come and hit me up.
$3 trillion.
I understand why they picked up these other breweries because there's reasons why they pick them up. I'm not even on their radar. I never will be.
I understand. Well, you might be. Who knows? You might be. No, who knows?
I'll never be on the radar.
Listen, I'm putting you on the radar. I'm just kidding. I hate when Joey says that. Oh, putting you on. You're not, pal. Maybe like 4 listeners are listening because of you, buddy. Hit bricks. I know I'm not doing anything for you either. But the culture, I like the culture, the Full Body Cast culture, the Cold Street culture, the Mazda. I like that culture that we're developing. The Eden Club discussion board culture, it's the fun, Anyway, I would sell this thing to Budweiser for like $12. I'll just tell you that right now. No,
you take the 100,000, 100,000. Oh my God! You know what I could do with that? And jump. Nope, not happening.
Not happening. All right, then I fully back you. Have you, side note, Craig Bentley does things for money all the time. He loves it when people like say, hey, you swig we'll pour all these 5 almost half empties into one and then we'll pay you some money to drink it.
He did Ghost Peppers down at the Loose Wheel.
Yeah, he's guys,
and he couldn't taste anything for the rest of the night. I mean, that was pretty early in the day too. It was like 2:00. The rest of the night he couldn't taste anything.
He guy's a crazy man. And I enjoy him. I love him. Have you done any crazy dares for money?
No, I'm more the person to instigate somebody else to do it rather than do it myself.
That's kind of Sean is. It's kind of how Sean is too.
No, I don't instigate.
You don't instigate.
I just give you a beer and say, hey.
Oh, I instigate hard.
Oh, you instigate hard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I want to see it. I don't want to do it though.
Okay. All right. All right. I've got my questions. I would like you to share the poor one for me. Save that one for me. But do you have a question for him that we're in this job interview right now?
Well, I'm just curious. Have you ever worked at bar before? I mean,
I have not.
Yeah.
I went to bartending school when I was 21.
Nice. And then they had a placement program. They didn't place you somewhere?
No,
at all?
Not this one. No.
Oh.
No, it was like $400 for like 2 weeks.
Wow. That's a lot of money for
2 weeks
when you could just
getting nothing.
You could just work at a shit dive bar and learn all the same things. How many people want a rum and coke? Or
I understand that now. You
hit the gun.
So we don't make the best decisions.
You don't really need to learn any of that bullshit.
So $400 for 2 weeks. What'd you learn in that 2 week course?
You could shake probably.
I can shake. The biggest thing is I met a stripper there.
I mean,
that's also taking the college.
You go to a strip club 5 nights or for 2 weeks. You're spending way more than $400. So you actually saved money.
And he learned something.
And you learned something and saved money all at the same time.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what do you call that? Where someone is very resourceful. We're very. That's
sure.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyway. It's a steal of a deal.
I
came out on top.
You jizzing and jazzing all over the place.
Yeah.
So what was so you met this girl? She's a stripper.
Yep.
You guys still friends?
Nope. No.
Do you guys date for a little bit?
A couple weeks.
Now, I know this HR is not listening anymore. We've turned off the tape recorder.
We've already dived too deep into the subject already.
So with the stripper though,
yeah,
did it bother you?
I didn't know about stripper.
No.
Did it bother you at all?
Nope.
No jealousy, nothing?
No. As long as she's coming home.
I wasn't in it forever,
really?
so.
Well, I know, but you were there for what, 3 weeks or so?
Yeah,
4 weeks?
A couple weeks.
And then I know that relationships end for whatever reason. But did you, at some point, all right, hey, listen, we're going to rethink our future? Or were you, completely cool on board, high-fiving, hey, how was Saturday night?
There was no future, so we got to pay the bills, so it is what it is.
You guys didn't move in together?
No. No.
I think some strippers. I think a stripper lived above me when I first got married with my first wife, because those heels would come clanking through at like 2 a.m. every night, waking the entire house up. So I think she was a stripper, but no jealousy.
No, there was no future. There was no.
So you didn't care. You were like tubing.
I was in it to win it.
You were at the lake, just riding the tube, and you're like, you know what? This ride's not lasting forever.
Just go with the flow.
I know it's gonna be off in like freaking 15 minutes. I'll be done, and I'm done.
Just go with the flow.
Okay, whatever.
Interesting. Have you ever dated a stripper?
No, but I played on a softball team with 3 strippers and 2 porno stars. 5 girls.
There we go.
They were all in the industry, and it's kind of nice because their whole goal was just to distract the other team.
That's good,
and they're very good at it.
So and you were still the catcher this entire time. Oh, you were the pitcher. There you go. Interesting. Okay. Did you ever sing the song "I'm in love with the stripper"? You want it, you want it, you got it.
I remember that song. Yeah.
Was that before?
Yeah, that was
really
before.
old
That was
song.
that was like my high school days.
That just came out.
In your lifetime, it just came out.
You never sang it?
No,
I would. Every time she would have walked through that door, I'd been like, "Oh, hold up! Hit the tape player and play it." Okay, well then, have you ever been a jealous guy?
Not so much, no.
So your securities are you're very secure in who you are.
Yeah,
you're like, listen.
Well, he is the oldest brother, so
there you go. See, I'm the oldest.
Mm.
I'm super insecure. I couldn't handle it. I could never. Jamie's like, hey, I'm going to quit my job and become a stripper. I'm like, it was great being married. That was a fun. That was
think of how much money
time.
she could bring home, though.
Yeah, that's true too.
As
As long as she became a Patreon.
See, I'm like, hey, you know how much money you can make on OnlyFans?
Yeah,
you think about that.
Yes, I've thought about that
let's
constantly.
Move out the pole and put the pole in the room and put a
pole in the room.
Pay those bills.
Anyway, moving on.
This is very good.
Way off track.
Okay.
Male
night. Would you be okay stripping at Cole Street Brewery?
Nope. First beer that you ever experienced, was it craft beer, domestic beer? What were we doing?
And how old?
It was a Corona, and
was there a lime in it?
I don't remember. I think I was 15, 16.
Okay.
Summertime, I'm guessing.
Yep.
At the lake or on the river.
Buddy's house.
Okay.
Parents away for the weekend.
Nice. Little party?
Yeah. Yep.
A little barbecue or a little campfire in the back? Or?
Nope. Just a house party.
Start a forest fire?
Not yet.
Okay. No. What was you said Corona?
Yep.
Were you hammering Coronas like one after another, or was it just like, I'm going to sip these 2 or 3?
I remember the first cup. We were drinking vodka beforehand, so I went from vodka to beer, and then
that's a terrible idea.
Yeah.
Can I advise against that?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's wrong with that? It's fine.
You got the gut of a freaking steel trap.
Professional drinker.
So you have a little bit of that. Did you puke?
Yeah.
Bad.
A lot that night.
Was it outside puking or was it inside puking?
Nope. In their bathroom.
Ever a Four Loko guy?
Yes. The good ones. The old school Four Lokos.
Did I ever talk about that? I was sponsored by Four Loko for a while. Yeah.
For softball or just living life?
No, for softball. Yeah. They sent us 2 pallets of Four Loko.
The good Four Lokos or the new Four Lokos?
It was before they got sued, and then all of a sudden they
blackout in a can.
They dropped off the radar when answer phone calls.
Was the second one the blackout in the can or the first one?
Back in the day, I usually got through one, and then I remember opening my second one, but then it was kind of hazy.
I'm telling this story. I'm taking this over for just a second. Like I usually do.
Oh, yeah.
Four Loko. Never had it before. I can't have anything that even resembles grape right now in my life. And this was like 12 years ago, 13 years ago. I was like 28. I worked at a place where we had a younger kid that moved in my garage. I remodeled my garage. I thought he was like 21. He was like 19. We were good buds. Dude was a heartthrob. Dude looked like the guy from like who's the guy that was like on High School Musical and stuff. Like who was the Zac Efron? The guy looked like Zac Efron. Just could get chicks. So there's this girl that we also worked with that she was kind of into him. Anyway, she came out, right? Now this is my first marriage. Make mistakes in your first marriage.
Yeah.
You get yourself in positions that you don't really mean to.
Live and learn.
I wanted to hang out with this dude. He was a good bud. And so he's like, yeah, I'm going to invite this girl out. I'm like, that sounds good. Sounds fine. So he's like, let's go grab some Four Loko. And I'm thinking he's freaking the age to drink. So we go grab some Four Loko. There was a zombie video game that came out. Zombie Island. No, was it Zombie Island? Something Island.
I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about? It's on the Xbox.
Yep.
It was Death Island or like...
something like that. Yeah.
Anyway, they had this zombie game. We rented that from like... No, we bought that. We had bought that with the... And then we bought the Four Logos. Anyway, we're playing this game and they're like, okay, let's do a roundabout. And I'm like, what's a roundabout? I'm 28. These guys are like freaking 21 in my mind. I'm 7 years old or 29 maybe. I'm thinking I'm like cool, kind of. Not. Anyway. No, I'm not even that. I'm like 30. I'm probably 31 or 32. These guys are like 10 years younger than me. Yeah, it's a terrible story. Anyway. They crack this Four Loko and they do the roundabout. And that is, you take a swig and you hand it off to the next person. These Four Loko cans are huge. Like, they're not just like small, like you guys are now like, oh, I'm used to like little seltzers. No, these cans were massive.
Yeah.
And so we take a swig, hand it off to the next person. They take a swig, hand off to the next one. Take a swig, hand off to the next person. Anyways, it comes around to me. I chug it. Hand it. Next thing I know, I'm blacking out. I'm sitting on the couch. I'm blacking out. I wake up. I'm puking everywhere. I'm puking projectile vomit, like out the door, like 15 feet. Go back to sleep. Pass out. I wake up. I'm getting Sprite dumped on me, on my head. I go to sleep. I wake up. Now it's in the morning. There was a fold-out couch that I'm in this fold-out couch with. And there's this guy and this girl and me. and I'm like, what's going on? And I look to my right, and they're both like, I kind of like lift the blankets, like I'm like, why am I in this? And I'm like, I look up, and they're both naked, and I'm like, I'm clothed, that was like, yes. First off, so far, so good.
Little win right there.
Little win that I still got clothes on. So anyway, I get up, I kind of like tell them, get the heck out of here. Like the girl, get out of here. And I go in the house, I go to sleep. I wake up, I'm on the couch. I wake up on the couch in my living room. I go back outside. She's still there. Get the frick up, get out of here. What are you guys doing? Like, what happened last night? I don't know. Kick him out. It's like hangover. After she left finally, thank goodness. I go to IHOP because I'm hungover and I want some greasy food. Like, that just sounds so good. So me and him, we drive out. We stop at our work, and I'm like telling the story. Like, I'm kind of like I kind of told you. And like my manager's like, dude, he's like 19. You can't be telling this story. And I'm like, oh shoot, that's right. He's not even of age to like drink. So I'm like, okay, I'm done telling the story. So then I go out to IHOP. I pick up one of my other friends, Jenna, and we're eating food and we're talking. So I said, what happened? So what happened last night? He goes, well, we didn't drink out of that roundabout. That was just you. So I drink this entire can of Four Loko by myself within like 3 minutes.
That'll do it.
Of course I fell over like roofied. Anyway, they drank. Anyway, it was a very long story. I'm trying to keep it short as I can. But she was into him. I pass out on the couch. They pour Sprite on me. They can't find anything to like clean the Sprite up with, so she takes her own clothes off. They're drinking Four Loko too. Like, it wasn't just one can; it was a few cans. So they're in their ways. She's drying the mess she's made with the Sprite everywhere with her clothes.
I like your story.
So she's naked.
Okay.
I guess I don't know. I'm passed out like freaking. What's that movie where the guy's got the sunglasses on? He's dead. What's that? Weekend at Bernie's?
Weekend at Bernie's?
I'm like Weekend at Bernie's right now, just laying on the couch. Anyway, the couch that's pulled out at this point, they kind of hoist me up there to kind of fall, so I can fall asleep. Then she kind of pushes him over, and he like lands in my midsection, like we're at T. He's on my stomach. His head's on my stomach, and she climbs on top of him.
On top of your stomach.
And no, down there.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm the top of the T.
You're the pillow right now.
I'm the pillow.
Okay.
I'm my body pillow. Okay? I'm my pillow. I guess they did some things on top of me.
Sounds like Four Loko logic.
Dude, it's horrible. It's the worst. It was just, I'm like, wait, what?
Why
You
did
guys
you
did
relive
what?
this?
Right, exactly. Well, I'll tell you that because it's crazy. It's crazy. I'm trying to impress Trevor right now.
I'm impressed.
Anyway, Four Loko is a terrible thing. Horrible thing. And if so you saying Four Loko shows up right now and offers you $3 trillion, you'd sell to him?
I wouldn't sell it to him, but I'd be sponsored by them.
So you were sponsored by them for what?
Softball. I was trying to find the team picture.
Oh,
I have to go really
dude, you're going way back.
That was a while.
That's a flip phone.
Like, when did they come out? Like
that's a razor.
That was exactly. That was 12, the razor. 14. That was the sidekick.
Yeah.
Anyway, what's your worst Four Loko story, Trevor? Was it close to that? There, like you said, it's Four Loko logic. Did you say Four Loko logic?
Yeah.
I feel like logic spelled with a K for loco, because I think loco was L-O-K-O.
L-O-K-O.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. My worst one was I ended up in whitey tighties, standing on a fence, trying to golf off of the fence.
That's an awesome
and then
story.
I fell, landed on my back. Had to pee apparently, so I just started peeing straight up, saying I'm a whale.
I'm a whale.
So,
all right.
Yeah.
Dude, this is all the people right now that are like afraid of vaccines. They're like, I don't want that in my body.
Yeah.
But they were like Four Locos just like every day.
Yep. Yeah. So Four Locos quit shortly after that. I don't like impersonating other animals.
I'm a whale.
Yeah.
I'm a whale. I love it. Sean, what's your worst Four Loko story?
I don't really have one.
Yeah, you do. You always got some funny ones.
No, I don't. No.
You didn't have like a crazy one?
I don't.
Are people listening right now going, okay, I know the crazy one of Sean and his Four Locos?
No, doubtful. I keep my shit together. Unlike some people.
No, not me. Well, when I drank a freaking Four Loko by myself for 3 minutes, yeah, that's what's going to happen.
Four Loko logic.
Four Loko logic.
Yep.
With a K at the end instead of a C. Have you gone through your laptop from 12,000 years ago and found your...
Nope, not yet.
Okay, all right. He's going to keep going.
I'm close.
He's close. I'm going to take it over from here while you're looking at that up. Okay. When you pour a beer...
Yep.
How do you pour it? Tell me the angle. Tell me the speed, the velocity of the beer coming out of the tap.
Walk me through.
You just walk me through your process. You can show me. I got an empty cup right here. Just kind of show me what it would be. Okay. Hey, I'd like an IHD IPA. Okay, say yes, sir.
Okay, I got you. So I like to keep the cup nice and about tilted.
Angled. Yeah.
Angled.
Okay.
I don't know angles.
That's like I would say
angle?
This is a 90 degree. That's 45. You're like at a 30 degree.
About right there.
Okay.
I like to let it hit the top about right
the
there
top
and everything.
And trickle in.
You know, so the foam just kind of bounces out.
Do you let the foam kind of fall out first, or do you?
Yes.
Okay.
I let it fall out first, and then I just, as it's pouring, I just tilt it up.
And then where do you end the spout? Like, is it still hitting the corner, or are you in the middle, or are you towards the other side? Where are you at?
It slowly works its way towards the middle.
How do you know if it's a perfect pour?
When I don't get any complaints.
That's good. That's like a trick question. That's like an easy way of saying it.
What's a trick way to say this is a perfect pour to your customer and prove it that it's a perfect pour?
Let's see. They're not spilling anything.
That's good.
Wow. Yeah.
So far,
we've had discussions about.
We had one discussion about it.
Whoa!
And never again.
We're bringing up some past stuff.
Yeah. So we serve in plastic glassware. So if you fill it up too much, and then people like kind of squeeze it, and then they go around the corner, and there's spill.
Gotcha.
Yep.
That makes
early
sense.
in the night, I looked down my path, and it's completely clean. After new staff come on and they overfill it, then there's spill marks all the way up and down. pain in the butt.
So perfect pour, and then what's the head length that you want on it? Like, would you want it to be like an inch thick, no head at all, half inch, 2 inches? What do you want?
I go for as little as possible.
Little as possible.
Nah, incorrect. But it does depend on the beer.
Okay.
Some beer has less head than the other one.
Right.
You always want a head on beer, no matter what.
But wait. Oh, so 5 inches ahead? That's cool.
5, no.
Well, okay, so tell me what should be aiming for?
Standard beer should be like a half inch to an inch.
Okay.
3/4 is about perfect.
Okay.
But that being said, some beers don't. Like our margarita doesn't have a whole lot of. It's a lager. Lagers don't have as much head. It's more of a thin head, so it's going to have really like maybe a 1/16 of an inch head, versus an IPA is going to have an inch head.
An inch head.
Easily. Yeah.
Are you comfortable with your pouring?
Yes.
Okay, so you feel good. Have you had anyone kind of like say, "Hey," besides Sean, has anyone said like, "Hey, what's this? Repour it."
Not to me, no.
Okay. All right, so now let's do a role play.
Okay.
I walk in, that blackberry ale or whatever the frick it's called. That looks good. I'll have that. I don't know if I have that actually. I'm saying this out loud.
You want to sample it?
Sample in the hand. Well, first of all, you say, "Would you like to sample it?" Shoving a sample in their hand.
Shove it right in their friggin' face.
Not in their face, in their hand.
Pour it down their mouth.
Come behind the bar real quick and open wide.
Okay, so we feel good, but then the guy's like, "Yeah, I don't like the blackberry as much, but I like this peach mango."
Yes.
Okay.
Have a sample of that as I'm handing him the sample.
There we go. Good. Cool. That's great. When is a peach mango, a blackberry, a raspberry, all those sweet strawberry mangoes, when's the best time do you feel to offer those types of drinks?
Usually when it's really hot. That's mostly when I offer those ones. That's kind of when people like them the most, is when it's hot outside. It's
kind of that seltzer fruitful thing. I like mine, though, as a dessert. I'll drink the IPAs and stuff like that in the midday. But then to kind of cap it off, I feel like it's a little less alcohol content, and it's got a little more of that like sweet dessert taste as well.
Sure. I haven't put out a dessert beer yet. So I have a cream ale, so that's maple cream ale, where I get
it's like a
real
pie,
maple syrup in it.
Ooh.
That one's a dessert beer for sure.
There we go.
Yep.
Nice.
Planning to do that again for Thanksgiving.
Good.
It's a good time of year.
You're also going to make the gravy beer. You've talked about that quite a bit.
Ooh.
The pumpkin gravy beer.
Pumpkin gravy beer?
No, I'm kidding. He has it.
I hate pumpkin beers. I don't know about no gravy beer. Give me some gravy powder and sprinkle gravy powder in.
Sounds so bad. How about this? What's Sean's name 2? We've given everyone else, but what's Sean's 2 biggest pet peeves? What is it? What'd you say? Like
lines are one of them.
Ooh, someone's done their homework.
No, somebody's been bitched at a couple times.
Okay, all right. Sean,
we live and learn.
What's the next one?
Spills.
Legit, like that. I mean, that's gonna make you not only get the job but keep the job that you just got. Because if you focus on keeping the place clean as well as keeping the lines down, Sean, he might coach you on the pours. He might coach you on how to work square, but he's very thrilled with those 2 answers. And I'm just speaking by, that's just me speaking as his rep.
Proxy.
Yeah.
My proxy right here.
What am I off? Am I off on that?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. What does Sean love?
Sean loves a clean place. We just talked about spills.
Right.
And he really just wants everyone to have a good time.
Good time. Good vibe.
Yeah.
So let's see. 2 people are kind of overly drunk. You can tell. They were overserved elsewhere. They come stumbling here. And they come up, "Hey, that looks good. I'll have that, blah, blah, blah." What are you doing at this point?
How's their attitude?
Oh, they're just, we're having a good time. But I want that one.
Like they're just they're drunk, but they're just like, they're cool.
Loud,
they're chill, right?
They're loud and obnoxious, and they're not aggressive towards anyone, but they just want to keep those beers flowing into their mouth.
We have an awesome seating chart outside. You guys can go hang out in.
Go hang out there?
Yeah.
I'll visit you in a second.
Yep.
And then just kind of let them just kind of chill out there for a little bit. Interesting. What do you think about that answer?
That's a good answer.
It's a good answer.
I was like in my head, I run it like I take the ballet dancer and just pirouette her out to the street and let her dance out in the street.
Nice.
So if you get them distracted to do something elsewhere, then they might move on without having some type of incident where you have to legit say.
He's done that to me a few times.
It's just to distract them from what they're so you don't actually have to confront them. You try and bring down the confrontation as much as possible.
Now, let's say that, when people meet other people all the time, right? Mm-hmm. And that's why we talked about in a previous episode that Sean likes to keep it laid back and loose. He doesn't want to have it be crazy. 11 p.m. is usually closing time. What's your best way of getting people to like, hey, last call, we're getting out? Like, how do you approach a table and just give us your best, like, I'm shutting the thing down kind of a thing?
Oh, hey guys, last call. You guys need anything else?
Whoa, buddy, it's like 10:30 right now, man. Like, are you kidding me?
You can stay up until 2.
Yeah, come on, man. This isn't like COVID rules from last year.
Yeah, I gotta go drink after this. So, last call.
Where are you going?
You can meet me at the bar.
That's good. I never thought about that. Give them the invite.
Yeah.
Hey, I gotta close this down. Now, have you ever thrown Sean underneath the bus? Like, listen, I'd love to keep going open. This is all night, but my stickler ass of a boss over here, he says we got to shut down right now.
Not so much.
Never thrown him underneath the bus. Okay.
Not yet.
Feel free to do it. Feel free. That's on me. That's on me.
All right. I'll remember that one.
Yeah. Travis said I can throw it.
Okay.
So my interviewer Travis said that.
Yeah, that's good. You can use that.
I got you.
Yeah. And if you want to like say things that kind of like make him look even meaner or more of a bitch, you can say that too. You can say the B word too, right? You say the B word. You're like, my bitch ass boss over here. He's gonna fire me if I keep this thing going.
Less because he's gonna be saying that to somebody that knows me. Be like, oh really? I see how that goes.
I tried. In your closet right now.
Uh-oh.
How many Cole Street Brewery merchandise, shirts, hats, keychains, stickers, growlers? What do you have in your possession right now?
I don't have any merchandise yet because I've actually been meaning to talk to you about that.
Can I say this real quick?
But I got some growlers.
I'll get some growlers. Okay.
I definitely got some growlers.
Okay, you got some growlers.
He definitely didn't read our Beertender.
You haven't given it
coming
to me
on
yet.
Board.
Yeah.
You put it on the counter, and it was taken away.
Let me ask you this though, because some places, you go, you work. Do they provide a shirt? Usually where I go, they provide the uniform or they provide the apron.
Well, I don't want to give away what I do for my staff because then everybody will flood the market and want to be a staff member there.
Well, then just tell them that you can't hire them. Is there rules that you can't hire them?
It's just easier.
Maybe one shirt is what I'm saying.
I'm very nice to my staff.
Okay, good. Good to the staff.
That's true.
Good to the staff. Okay, good. I'm writing this down right now. Good to the staff. Sean has several survival stories where he's almost barely survived in the wilderness. Now, have there been any close calls for you that you almost, whether it's a bear attack, perhaps you ate some wild berries and shit yourself for a good 72 hours and almost got dehydrated.
Almost.
Got dehydrated. Swimming, lost in the woods, couldn't figure out where you were at. Anything there ringing a bell?
I've been lost in the woods twice for a few hours.
Okay, so not Sean lost.
Not hardcore.
Okay, gotcha.
I came across a bear feeding on salmon last year, 2 years ago.
But they were too focused on their own salmon that they didn't really care too much?
There was a spot in the river that you could see the salmon jumping. I was up there for photography, and the salmon were jumping. So I was like, oh, I want those pictures. So I hiked about a half mile down to where I could like cross the river and everything. Cross the river, came back up. And when I came across where the salmon were, there was a bunch of freshly eaten salmon there. Still wiggling, still kind of alive, hidden under logs and everything, to where a bear was just feeding on things. It was about September time. And so I took some pictures and I got out of there.
Got out of there.
Yeah.
Got out of there. That's good. Died and dash.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jizz and
that's
jazz.
about it.
You jizzed and jazzed it right out of there.
Jizzed and jazzed.
Sean almost died several times. He's got a few of them.
No, not at all.
Yeah. Have you ever run into someone that hated Sean? And
No, not yet.
Can I get their name? Okay,
Yeah.
never mind. Okay, bummer. It sucks. I want to bring them on.
Okay.
I'll get their name if I ever find them.
Please do.
I got you.
Just send it to me.
The hate mail.
I know a few people that hate me, so we can bring them on as well.
With you here?
Yes, absolutely. I actually invited a guy. The guy totally. I know a guy doesn't like
guy?
me.
Oh yeah.
And he gave me a swim move. Like as I walked up to the table, him and his girl turned, held beers, and walked away. And I followed them.
Oh man.
And I said, "Hey, what's up? How's it going?" I saw that he didn't want to talk to me, so guess what I'm going to do? Then I'm going to sit there and be like, "Oh, he doesn't want to talk to me. Oh, I'm going to go talk to that guy." Anyway, so I did.
I like your style.
Yeah, that's what I do. Smother people. They either love me or hate me. I still smother them to death. Do you have anyone that might hate you?
I got a few fans out there.
Ooh, yeah, I like that. It says fans. That's good. I like that. Have you ever had to warn? There's a girl.
Well, let's talk about what's your hobbies? What do you do for hobbies?
Photography.
Besides that,
Uh,
what's your other job?
You already know. Sean already knows. He's leading this thing.
I work at 9 Round Kickboxing,
Oh,
so I also do that.
wow. Receptionist?
Trainer. Close.
He's a equipment fitter.
Wow.
Make sure the equipment is in
Just
the proper place.
measures people.
I'm just a hype man there.
So are you, have you had to break up anything and you feel confident having to break, right now you feel confident, if someone were to go on,
Yeah.
you know how to de-escalate the situation?
I used to work at a casino security for 4.5 years.
Really?
That's what I tried to ask where you worked before. But.
Now, are you, sorry. Now, are you, you ever seen anyone, where guys try to hit on a girl and you're like, listen, this girl's not into it?
All the time.
So, but not at Cole Street.
Not at Cole Street. Not at Cole
It's a
Street.
safe place.
And the secret word where
right.
they come and help you.
What do they say?
I saw some bartender thing.
Yeah, I saw that the other day. They ordered a miracle drink or something like that.
Yeah, what is it? Angel
drink. Yeah. So
and different levels of angel mean different things. I don't know what they are.
So if some
but
girl
basically-
comes up to you and says, "Hey, I'd like that angel drink," she's
like
actually
that angel shot.
and you're like, "We don't have that." Look, read the sticks on the back. We don't have that.
Well, if I've never seen, if I didn't see, any interaction between her and another person,
Right.
and someone asked me that, I'd be like, what are you talking about?
I feel like they're only going to say that when there's somebody hovering over their shoulder too, and then you get that when they give you that eye
Body
contact,
language.
I take an angel shot, and you see the person hovering, you kind of
I
already
don't know, and
already-
you're like, "Oh no, that's just Sean. He owns the place."
He does that to everyone. It's fine.
creeper in the corner,
Oh, so funny.
not bringing the haha.
Not bringing the haha. Oh, do you have a funny joke?
Oh yeah, I forgot.
What's your
jokes?
What's your favorite joke that you can tell? You can just go up to a birthday party, friend's house, campfire. What's your go-to
I
joke?
forgot to give him some heads up.
That's
on
okay.
that.
All right. Why did little Johnny drop his ice cream?
I don't know.
He got hit by a bus.
I do like it. That's good. Morbid humor is always the best. By the way, I didn't know this. Saw this. Why'd the chicken cross the road? Why?
Why?
To get to the other side. Now, when I was a kid, I thought that was just the joke. No, the joke is it's a morbid joke. Because the other side of life, the afterlife. So it crossed the road to get to the other side. It's actually a morbid joke. It's not like a, hey, ha, I went to the other side. Crazy. Blew my mind. You're welcome, everyone.
Huh.
Don't Google
Interesting.
that. Don't Google that.
More insight into the crazy mind of Travis.
What you got? One more?
How dirty can we get?
Get. I just told you my Four Loko story.
That's true.
Why did the redneck cross the road?
Oh, wait, is it dirty or racist?
We'll find out.
Okay.
Could go either way. Depends on
all right. Why did the redneck cross the road? Why?
His dick was stuck in the chicken.
That's an Enumclaw joke. 2 points off for this interview.
Chicken, and it got away.
Well, no, because it's why the chicken crossed the road.
I mean, that'd be more like a sheep or something. Bigger,
but the chicken's crossing the road.
The chicken's too small.
But you get that
in order to get it on the.
You don't know his life.
Oh, but you got to pick the chicken.
No.
Are you getting down on the ground and rolling? Like that doesn't make any sense. No. If it's like a bigger animal, maybe, but a chicken.
Sean.
You kidding me?
Getting technical now.
He got super technical on that one. I almost feel like he's like almost a little upset.
The math doesn't add up.
Yeah, no, he's like more upset that we're like making fun of chickens.
Poor chicken.
Poor chicken. We're about to wrap things up.
Snap its neck and eat it for dinner. Don't.
Now Sean's trying to be cool. Sean's like, hey, don't hurt that poor chicken. But kill it, eat it, right?
That's what's for dinner. Chicken.
Fair.
What do you got left for me? We've got a few more minutes. Do you have any other questions for him?
No, not really. No.
Not at all?
I don't. Yeah.
I'm the HR guy. Sorry. You passed in my book.
Oh, thank you.
You got the job. You got to keep the job.
So you've worked a couple of busy nights, but what was your favorite night?
My favorite night? Comedy night was pretty fun last night. I think I'd have to say comedy night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Better than like cruise night. Better than
cruise night's fun. Comedy night's cool because you can just. I like the comedians, and while you're working, you get a good show too. And yeah,
a little easier to hang out and deal with the stress level.
Yeah,
comedy going on.
People are pretty chill. Everyone's laughing, having a good time.
Yeah. Have you been to the one where the events? Because you do you do comedy night, but I feel like you had like crib. You don't do you do cribbage tournaments
just
anymore?
bringing that back. So
okay,
all my other event nights are just coming back.
It's coming back
because I got the original spot back open.
Do you have the VIPs memorized?
I know a good handful of them.
Good handful,
most of them, yeah.
And then when they say, "Hey, I'm VIP," you're like, "Oh, let me kick those guys out of the chairs over there. You get this one." You do that? Have you done that one yet?
Not so much that one yet. No.
But they get a discount.
Nobody's paid $1,000 for a plaque, so
$1,000 gets you. Is it a year?
No, lifetime.
$1,000 lifetime. They get a plaque
that says that that's their chair,
and they get a chair.
Yep.
And do they get the VIP discount, or did they have to re-up the VIP discount?
They have to re-up that,
but just the chair and the plaque, $1,000. Yep. Any either location?
No, one or the other. Yeah.
Okay, well that's what I'm saying. Like, but it's open to either.
Yep.
But you can't have them at both. $2,000, yeah. $2,000, you can be at either location. Yep. $3,000, they get to ride shotgun with you whenever they want.
Sure.
Binding contract. Verbal is a binding contract in Washington State.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
When did VIP open back up again? I know that it's closed down.
We just started a brand new thing. It's called Cole Street's Other Thing. It's basically you buy a card for $100 and you get 25 beers. On those beers, you save at $6 a beer. You would pay $150, but instead you're only paying $100 for that card.
I see. So you're prepaying 25 beers, so to speak, and I could drink that in a month. So pretty much I'm spending $100. I'll throw a little tip on there because I love you.
We appreciate it.
Yeah, but then I know that I bring this punch card with me that I'm not paying for those beers at that point because I've already prepaid for those next 25 beers.
Yep.
I gotcha. That's a good idea. I like it.
Saves a little money.
Saves a little bit of money.
Makes you feel like kind of a VIP.
Now, I know this is, I'm just thinking in my head. I bring my boys out, and there's like 5 of us, and I'm like, hey, guys, I'm going to pay $100 right now, next 25 beer. Now, can that guy share his beer with other people? It's just, it's whatever. It doesn't matter. Okay.
Yeah. Just punches it for how many beers they bought that night.
Excellent.
Or bought that time. Whatever.
Excellent. That'd be a good thing for like a prize. Like if you were doing a raffle or if you were doing some sort of like golf tournament or some sort of anything where you go, that the value on this is about $150. You're spending $100 on it. And then that that's going to be a prized possession. Guys, think about that for your fantasy football stuff.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool to have that as a little like good prize at the end there where you maybe have the highest scorer of the season. That's what I like. I like the little mini stuff like, hey, I may not make the playoffs because there was a time where I was the highest scorer and I won of the all total points of the season and I won 4 games. I didn't make the playoffs. Everyone had their best game against me and then they sucked the rest of the year and I just couldn't get it. So it was always good to have that little mini prize. So, all right, that's cool. I like that.
Yeah. So totally agree that there should be more prizes and the first place and second place are
and the only ones
along the way, like you said, the winner of the week. You should have different rivalry games where
point system, something to where you get 5. Yeah, anyway, I like that.
Highest score of the week gets a prize.
Yeah,
stuff like that. Yeah. Keeps everybody involved. Even if you're out of the race, you can still win stuff.
The other thing, I like
Full
that.
Street's other thing. Yeah.
Why did the chicken cross the road? To get the other thing.
For sure.
Close, right?
I like it.
Tying it together.
Like it. Yeah.
All right, Trevor, you went last on the shout outs last episode. Now you're going first. Can you dig it?
I can dig it.
Okay. Go.
Let's give a shout out to my sister. We'll go sister this time.
Yeah.
She's kind of been the only one who supports me in my shenanigans and doesn't really judge when I do the things I do.
Like date a stripper for 3 weeks kind of
stuff
thing?
Like that.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Is she local too? Does she come down to Cole Street and support
She actually works at Runlands.
Oh, nice. Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, she's local.
Excellent. Right on. Well, cool. Shout out the sister. I like how you keep these people nameless, but you got to keep them, because you haven't got permission from them yet.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Now Now Trevor.
Yes.
Are you married?
Nope.
Single?
Yep.
Okay. Even more reason to come down to Cole Street.
There we go.
Trevor is a very good-looking guy.
Thank you.
And that is coming from HR. I can say these things. It's approved for me to say.
I appreciate it.
Sean, do you want to do your shout out? Want me to go? What would you like? Dealer's choice.
Either way. I can go right now.
Go for it.
So I just brought Trevor on. We brought in some other beer tenders. I just want to shout out my staff. I love them. Obviously, Chris has been with me the longest through the COVID. He filled in when I could come up to do the podcast. He did all that stuff. Love Chris. He still works periodically. He's busy with coaching kids in soccer. But then Rachel came on. Love Rachel. She's down there covering right now. Emily's been great. She's been on the show too. She's still with me, hanging out. We brought on Ashley. Ashley was kind of a short term. So she's a teacher. Mm-hmm. So through the summertime. So she's working this weekend, and then she's going to go back to school next weekend. So short term, but she was great. Didn't really have her on the podcast. Then last, 2 weeks ago, had Alex on. Great, brand new beer tender, excuse me. And then obviously we have Trevor on. Also have a couple other girls coming on. I have Kira that's just started last week. And then I have Emily, a second Emily. She's coming on, but she's not going to start until after Ashley leaves, going into September. But it's great to have staff. It's really, really awesome to have beer tenders all fitting into the cog here and trying to help us sling some beers down there. Yeah,
it's pretty cool to meet new people too and see that you're not having to be, it's my favorite time to enjoy Cole Street is not seeing Sean there. And it's a friend thing. It's I know that he's able to, because for the past year he's been there every friggin' day, and now he's able to kind of go out and have a life again. So it is fun for me to kind of see that you're not there. Not saying that I don't like hanging out with you. You did lick your friggin' hand and then ripe it across my ear.
Hey, you were eting next door and you didn't even stop by and say hi.
I walked in there, got a beer. Sam was there.
I was saying hi.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, I do.
Where Willie?
My shout out is it's I can't. It's my kids. I'm gonna shout out my kids. So I'm doing a new thing. My kids that
way to copy me.
Did I copy you? Oh, because your kids are the beer tenders. So the kids had a hardcore discussion with me this last week. They were like, "Dad, we love the podcast. We love that you're doing a hobby. We love that but sometimes it eats into our time, and then you just drop Jacqueline off in a sense with us and go do your own thing." And I said, "I'm the dad." So anyway, thanks for listening, everyone. Just kidding. I thought about it. So I've made some hardline rules, like nothing past 6:30 when they're over. Is that I'm going to record nothing past 6:30, so they get me for the rest of the evening, rest of the night, and then kind of like include them in on some going outs and stuff like that too. So anyway, I'm learning as a dad. I got a 17, 16, 13, and a 5-year-old. They're all going to go in school for full time next, coming up here in a month. So I'm super excited about that. They're all smart kids. They don't get in trouble. Rarely do they get in trouble. They might get in trouble in the home because they're fighting with each other and arguing like kids do, like brothers and sisters do. But it is nice not having to worry about a kid. So anyway, shout out to my kids. Appreciate them. Shout out to Sean's beer tender kids, and then also shout out to Trevor's sister. And thank you guys for joining us for another episode of Full Body Cast presents Cold Street Brewery. BrewHaha. I've had some beers. I've had the IHD IPA.
Not sticking.
It's not sticking. It hits different though. Anything before we go? Good. All right, everyone. Thanks so much for listening. Have a great week, and take care. See you at Cold Street Brewery.
All right. Cheers.
Thank you. Cheers.
Making your way in the world today, you really need a pod. Why don't you put your headphones in and give this one a shot? Wouldn't you like to just listen away and go to a place where everybody knows who you are? Listen to two guys brew ha ha. Cold Street Brewery and Full Body Cast, two of the greatest names. Why don't you go and listen to this episode?